Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tausif, and I am back with another live stream right here on my channel. My YouTube channel is about social and political issues, both domestic and international. And today I am going to be talking about a special event that is coming up next week, and that is the Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris presidential debate. So my friends, I'm going to start the discussion here soon. But before that, let me remind everyone to please participate in the live chat window. As you are tuning in for this live stream, I want to thank you. Absolutely, I do, because I'm very grateful to all the viewers who tune in for my live streams. And then I also want to welcome you to participate in the live chat window. As I am speaking, I also will be monitoring the chat window. And so any question that you have, any comments that you have, please write those and I will do my best to respond. Exactly a week from today, the presidential debate will take place. A debate between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. This is the first time we are going to be seeing a Trump versus Harris debate. We saw a Trump versus Biden debate back in June. What a debate that was. I remember that. Back in June of this year, June 2024, we saw a Donald Trump versus Joe Biden debate. It was amazing, and Trump had won the debate. And even going back to 2020, we remember, I do, and I hope you do as well, we remember the Trump versus Biden debates that took place before the November 2020 presidential election. But now, it's going to be different. Things have changed. As you know, things have changed. Even since June, things have changed a lot. We are in the month of September, and situations and circumstances have tremendously changed since June. You know why? Because Joe Biden has dropped out of the presidential race, and Kamala Harris is now the Democratic nominee for president. Richard Phillips has just joined the live stream. Thanks, Richard, for tuning in. By the way, my friends, as you are joining, please write something in the chat window. If this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe. And whether you are a new viewer, first-time viewer, or you've watched my videos before, I would request you all to hit the thumbs up, like this video, so that I can spread my message to a greater audience, okay, so that I can reach more people. Johnny Boy 2024 is here. Welcome, Johnny Boy 2024. This is what I do, my friends. If you are joining, if you are participating in the live chat window, if you are saying hi, you're writing your name, writing a question or a comment, it allows me, it gives me the opportunity to respond to you and to welcome you. So Mia Guerrero writes, hello. Hello, Mia. Thank you so much for tuning in. So as I was saying, things have changed a lot in the last few months. Joe Biden is no longer in the race, and now Kamala Harris is the Democratic nominee for president. And so things are different now. It's going to be a Kamala Harris versus Trump debate. It's not going to be a Trump versus Biden debate. It's going to be a Trump versus Harris debate. Alyssa Morris writes, please say hi, Allie. Hi, Allie. Thank you for tuning in. Jake is here. Jake, welcome. My friends, next Tuesday, Trump and Harris, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris will go face to face for a big presidential debate. Now mark the date on your calendar. Do you have a calendar? Do you have a calendar? Mark the date on your calendar. Okay, circle that date on your calendar. And if you use an electronic calendar, like the calendar on your smartphone, then please just set an alert for September 10th, because that is the big date. That is when the Trump versus Harris debate will be taking place. Mark that date on the calendar, my friends. Don't miss this event. The debate will be hosted by ABC News, and the debate is scheduled to begin at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, EDT. I'm in the Central Time Zone, so whether you're in the Eastern Time Zone or specific time zone, whatever time zone you are in, just know when it's going to start. Eastern Time Zone, it's going to start at 9 p.m. September 10th. And you may ask, how long is this debate going to be? It's going to be 90 minutes long. Richard Phillips is asking, are you going to live stream it? I can't live stream the debate, okay? But what I can do, what I will try to do, I don't want to promise this ahead of time, but I will try to do a live stream after the debate so that I can share my thoughts about the debate, so that I can let you know my comments, and I can learn from you what you thought about the debate. So I can try to schedule a live stream after the debate, so we can all watch the debate wherever we are, and then later in the night I can do a live stream on my channel to talk about the debate. Jack Francis is asking me, do you feel pride seeing someone of Indian descent ascend? Who exactly are you referring to, Jack Francis? If you could just clarify that, I could try to answer your question. By the way, you asked that question about Indian descent. Just so you know, I am not Indian. I was not born in India. I was not raised in India. I am not Indian. I'm originally from Bangladesh. So for the new viewers who don't know much about me, let me just tell you that I was born and raised in Bangladesh, and now I'm a proud American citizen. Viral Me Crazy is the name of a viewer. Viral Me Crazy, welcome to the live stream. Another viewer named I'm Still Here writes, hello, I'm still here. If you write your first name, it's much easier for me to address you that way rather than by your username, I'm still here. Okay. Sasha writes, sir, why are you important? Sasha, I never said I'm important. I never claimed to be important. I'm just an average citizen sharing my thoughts and opinions on social and political issues, both domestic and international. But if you want to know a little bit about me, if you have questions about who is this guy, who is Tausif Anam, why should we listen to Tausif Anam, I'm going to give you my website address, and you can go and read my bio. You can read about what academic degrees I have, what experience I have. So before you decide to listen to me, if you want to check out my website, feel free to do that, okay? All right. Casper Sanders writes, Trump 2024. Casper, that's an amazing comment. Trump 2024. I agree with you. Trump 2024. Okay, so Richard Phillips writes, can you pin that? You want me to pin my message? Okay, I have just pinned it, okay? I have just done that, so it's on top. By the way, great suggestion, Richard. I've just pinned my website address so people can see that. I'm Still Here writes, my name is Amanda. So hello, Amanda. Thank you for letting me know your first name. And Amanda writes, maybe it's because you look nicely dressed. Amanda, thank you so much for the compliment. Um, thank you. I appreciate the fact that you like my clothing. Thank you. All right. Casper Sanders writes, name one thing Kamala Harris accomplished as vice president. That's a great question, Casper. I am not aware of anything that Kamala Harris has accomplished as vice president. I think her record as a vice president is one of failure, okay? Failure. Okay, I am going to go back to my discussion. To all those people who are here watching this live, thank you so much. Please stay with me. Please stay with me because I have lots of things to discuss, and then I will be pausing after every few minutes and give you an opportunity to ask questions. Well, you can just keep asking questions. I'll pause after a few minutes to respond to your questions and comments, and then I'll continue. So I'll do that. Johnny Rivera is here. Hello, Johnny. Thanks for being here. Let me see. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. This is important, my friends, because when you subscribe, next time I do a live stream, you're likely to get a notification. So thank you. Danny is here. Thank you, Danny. All right. So the debate, if you're asking me how long is this debate going to be, it's going to be 90 minutes long. The presidential debate between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris on September 10th will be 90 minutes long. And if you ask me, my friends, I feel like 90 minutes is not enough, okay? Honest opinion, I'm telling you what I think. You may disagree. It's up to you. There's so much to talk about. There is so much to talk about. The future of our country is at stake. So we should have the candidates debate each other for at least 2 hours, I think. Perhaps they can take a break in between, maybe rest, and then continue debating. So altogether, I think it should be 2 hours. 2 hours of actual debate, not including breaks, not including television commercials, just 2 hours of actual debate. It's got to be 2 hours at least. But anyway, 90 minutes is what the schedule says. So 90 minutes it's going to be. And this debate is going to be moderated by Lindsay Davis and David Muir. Now, do you know where this debate will take place? Do you know that? I'm going to give you a clue. This debate is going to be taking place in a battleground state. I'm going to give you the answer, okay? In the state of Pennsylvania. In the state of Pennsylvania, in the battleground state of Pennsylvania, this debate, the presidential debate between Trump and Harris, will be taking place. Now, Pennsylvania is a state that Trump must win in 2024 if he wants to be the president. It is possible for Trump to win Pennsylvania. It's a challenging state. I admit that. It is a challenging state, but it is possible for Trump to win Pennsylvania in 2016. Do you remember? Do you remember the Electoral College map? The presidential election map of 2016. Trump won Pennsylvania in 2016. John is here. Hello, John. Thank you for being here. Other viewers are here too. Thank you all. In 2016, Trump won Pennsylvania. However, in 2020, he did not, sadly. And now, in 2024, Donald Trump is definitely looking at winning Pennsylvania again. This debate will be watched from every corner of the country. The entire country will be watching this debate. In fact, the whole world is going to be watching this debate. The world is going to be watching the debate between Trump and Harris. But in particular, my friends, the people of Pennsylvania will be watching. And the people of Pennsylvania, they have a very important decision to make this November. Whether to vote for Trump or to vote for Harris. Who will the people of Pennsylvania choose? Is it going to be Donald Trump or is it going to be Kamala Harris? 19 electoral college votes in Pennsylvania. 19 electoral college votes. That is a very big prize, my friends. On election night, that's going to be a very big prize. It's a bigger battleground than Wisconsin. I live in Wisconsin. I'm live streaming from Wisconsin. I love Wisconsin. By the way, Wisconsin cheese, you got to try it, okay? If you have not been to Wisconsin, come visit Wisconsin, try our cheese. America's Dairyland, amazing place, amazing state, famous for cheese. Come to Madison, try the Babcock ice cream, okay? Try our milk products, okay? Really amazing stuff. Dairyland, America's Dairyland, Wisconsin. I'm proud of Wisconsin, proud to be a Wisconsinite, but when you look at the map of, the electoral map, Wisconsin has 10 electoral college votes. Pennsylvania has 19. So it's a bigger prize on election night. And it's bigger than Michigan. Michigan has 15 electoral college votes. Pennsylvania has 19. Wisconsin has 10. How about Georgia? Georgia is a big battleground state, but Georgia has 16 electoral college votes. So Pennsylvania is going to be the center of attention on election night. And Arizona, another battleground. Let's talk about Arizona. Arizona has 11 electoral college votes. So you know that Pennsylvania is the biggest battleground prize of the night, of election night. So whoever wins Pennsylvania will likely be the president. Now the question is it going to be Trump or is it going to be Harris? Who is going to win Pennsylvania? I'm happy that the presidential debate is going to be held in the state of Pennsylvania. It'll take place in Philadelphia at the National Constitution Center. So the people of Pennsylvania, pay attention, make the right choice this November. With that, I'm going to take a little break as I'm going to look at what questions and comments you all have. By the way, Richard, I think it was Richard, right? Richard gave me the suggestion to pin my website address at the top of the chat screen so you can go and look at my website and read more about me if you want to. Lots of viewers here today. Thank you, everyone. Jenny Evans is here. Jenny writes, I'm in Pennsylvania and voting for Trump. Jenny! Wonderful. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you. Hey, everyone. Do what Jenny says that she's going to do. Vote for Trump. We have our country to protect. We have our constitutional rights to protect. Vote for Trump. He's the right choice. Trump 2024. By the way, if you support Trump, write Trump 2024 like I did. Let me see visually. Let me see in the chat window how many people are supporting Trump. Okay? I think I asked the viewers to do that during yesterday's live stream too. Let's do it. Let's see it again. Okay, I am going to be reading some of your comments here. Lacey in West Virginia writes, Trump 2024. Thank you, Lacey. I agree with that. Trump 2024. Uh, okay. A grateful 1509 writes Harris Walls 2024. Okay, that's fine. When we do these live streams, we are going to get Democrats and Republicans tuning in and independents. In the viewers who are watching me, I know they are conservatives, there are liberals, and that's fine. You are all welcome. Okay, I'm a conservative, so if you're a conservative, great. If you are a liberal, that's wonderful too. Just let's participate, because this country is the greatest country in the world. We have the First Amendment right to free speech. So no matter what your political ideology, you have the right to express your political views, and you can do that in this live chat window as well. Okay, so share with me your thoughts. Let me see. Splice Central writes okay. Splice writes, this New Delhi tea seller looking, says our Wisconsin. So you're calling me a New Delhi tea seller? I love it. Hey, let me tell you. First of all, you're going to love this, Splice Central. I know your comment is a little unkind, to be honest with you, but it's funny too. It is really funny, and I love it. Okay? Harsh comments, unkind comments make me laugh, right? Because I'm doing this live stream and I'm opening myself up to criticism. People praise me, people give me compliments, and they also say harsh things and unkind things. And that's okay. I made an informed decision to do these live streams. And I know that I'm going to get all kinds of comments, but Splice Central, your comment in particular is very funny, okay? So you're calling me a New Delhi tea seller. First of all, I'm not a tea seller. I'm a tea drinker. Look here. Tea drinker. I am drinking right here. I am drinking hot tea. Royal English breakfast. And let me tell you, you can see, right? It says Wisconsin on my cup. Okay? I am a Wisconsinite. And yes, if you are assuming that I am from Asia, then you are absolutely correct. I was born and raised in Bangladesh, but I'm not Indian. New Delhi is in India, but I'm not Indian. Okay? And I've never been to New Delhi. So you're going to find it very interesting or funny. I don't know what your reaction is going to be, but I'm breaking down your comment. I'm not a tea seller. I am a tea drinker. I'm a Wisconsinite, and it says it on my cup. If you don't trust me, my friend, you can trust my cup. Okay? I have proof that I'm a Wisconsinite. I'm drinking tea in a Wisconsin cup. And I'm not from New Delhi. I'm not from India. Okay? I've never been to New Delhi. I'm sure it's a beautiful place, but I haven't been there. And I'm not from India. So, just breaking down Splice Central's comment about me being a New Delhi tea seller. And yeah, I can say our Wisconsin, because I am in Wisconsin. I'm originally from Bangladesh. I was born and raised in Bangladesh. I came to the United States as an immigrant, legal immigrant. For your information, I didn't jump across the border like the 10 million plus people did with, since Joe Biden and Kamala Harris opened up the southern border. I came here legally on a plane. I landed in New York. That was my port of entry. And I came here with all my paperwork in order. I had a green card. And then in 2014, I became a U.S. citizen. I took the oath of allegiance to become a U.S. citizen. Dylan is asking me, homie, quit yelling. Dylan, I don't want to yell. I want to speak softly. But you know what? When I read that comment, that Splice Central wrote, calling me a New Delhi tea seller, I just got so excited. That's why I'm yelling, but I'm sorry. I'm going to calm down. Okay? So came here from Bangladesh as a legal immigrant, became a naturalized U.S. citizen. If you want to see the video of my naturalization ceremony, I can provide that too. It's on my YouTube channel. You can look for it, okay? Or go to my website, and on the right-hand side, you're going to see a couple of videos. That video is right there. You can click on it. It's going to take you to YouTube, so you can watch it. Okay. So, not a New Delhi tea seller, but born and raised in Bangladesh, and now a proud Wisconsinite, proud American citizen tea drinker. Wisconsin, once again. All right. Ivan writes, I live in West Bend. You do, Ivan? That's awesome. Yeah, well, it's always wonderful to see Wisconsinites here, watching my video and participating in the live chat. So, yeah, Ivan, welcome. All right. Let's see. Jared Thompson is here. Jared from Texas, right? Jared, welcome. Ivan writes, Trump 2024. I love it, Ivan. I love it. Trump 2024. Lawrence writes, vote Trump. I love it, my friend. Vote Trump. I agree with that. Let me see more comments here. I am having fun reading these comments. Jared writes, Trump, we support you. That's awesome. John Ross writes Trump 2024. Brian writes Trump 2024. DP Diver 1 writes Trump 2024. Jason Brown writes Trump 2024. Richard Tatership writes Trump 2024. Mr. Jerry 101 writes Trump 2024. Okay. Let's see. I'm still here writes Trump 2024. Jody is asking, what will Trump do for you? Jody, you don't know what Trump's going to do for us? Not just for me, for all of us. Trump's going to unleash American energy and lower our gas prices, make America energy independent. Trump's going to combat inflation. Trump is going to strengthen our military. Trump is going to strengthen our relationship with our international allies. Trump is going to secure the southern border. And there's a lot more that Trump's going to do for all of us. Okay. Jody is a Harris Walz supporter. That's okay, Jody. I welcome you to stay and participate in the live chat, okay? Andrea Darling writes, Trump 2024. Thank you, Andrea. Okay, let's see. More comments. Debbie is writing LOL, Debbie. I'm glad you're laughing, Debbie. We need humor. We need some joy. We need some laughter. Richard Tatership writes, tea drinkers unite. I agree with that. Tea drinkers unite. You know, doesn't matter what your favorite flavored tea is. You can like English breakfast, green tea, spicy chai, whatever, Earl Grey, whatever your favorite tea flavor is. Let's all unite. Tea drinkers unite, okay? Jared Thompson writes, chai number 1. That's awesome. Yeah, chai is good. Richard Tatership writes, love English breakfast tea. That's my favorite too. I'm still here. I see your comment addressed at Splice Central. So is it Crepuscule? I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry, but a viewer writes, look like an American to me, man. You chose where you want to be. If you appreciate this country, then you're full blood. I love America. I'm proud to be an American. So, okay, more comments. Oh, I see more viewers here. More viewers. Great. Okay, I try to read all the comments, but I may not be able to. It's wonderful to see all the comments coming in. And, I'm having a great time. And you know what? as I said, um, most of the comments are great. Most of the people are so nice and kind, but there are some harsh and unkind comments, and that's okay. Okay, Splice Central is writing a comment again. Splice Central, keep writing what you want to write, okay? That's okay. You're free to write what you want to write. I'm going to be addressing some of your comments. I may not address some of the other comments, okay? Because I have more things I want to discuss. So let's stick to the agenda. Let's go back to, for me, I'm going to go back to what I was saying, and then I'll pause again in a few minutes, all right? So according to reports, the rules of this presidential debate that's coming up September 10th will be the same as the presidential debate between Trump and Biden that took place in June. It was a CNN debate back then. And do you remember one of the rules of the last debate? A candidate's microphone was only turned on when it was the candidate's turn to speak. And I think that worked out really well for Trump. You know, he was presidential. He was presidential. He always is. He was presidential. He was calm. He was confident, and he did well. Trump was the winner of that debate. Trump won that debate. And also, during that June debate that took place between Trump and Biden, there was no studio audience. You remember that? There was no studio audience. People were not in an auditorium clapping and applauding. There was no audience. It was just a studio. There was no audience in the room. You know, we're used to watching debates. Used to watching debates where there's an audience, right? People applaud and stuff. But the June debate between Trump and Biden did not have any audience. And the same is going to be true for this debate that's coming up on September 10th. There will not be an audience in the room. There will be people watching all over the world, all over the country, all over the world, but there won't be an audience, a live audience in studio. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Do you like debates with audience or without audience? If you like debates, presidential debates with audience, write with audience in the chat window. If you think there shouldn't be any audience, just write without audience or no audience. Okay? Ernest Thompson is here calling me Bengali Tucker Carlson. Oh, I'm not Tucker Carlson. I am Tausif Anam. Ernest Thompson, I remember your comments during the last live chat we did, right? So, Ernest, you can write what you want. Let's have some humor, I guess. So, John Ross writes no audience. Debbie writes without. Okay. All right. Okay. So based on the responses I see, I think people prefer no audience in the room. I think that's fine. No audience. Yeah. As long as we focus on the substance of the debate, we don't need audience. People can just watch from their homes. Chad writes audience doesn't matter. Tom writes no audience. Renee writes no audience. Yeah, first of all, when I found out right before the June debate that there would be no audience in the room, I kind of wondered, like, no audience, is it a good idea? Don't you think we should have some audience? But then I kind of liked the way the debate took place. And I think without audience is fine. Yeah. Less disruption. No disruption, right? Okay. Debbie writes, you are awesome. I love your humor. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. I love the fact that you're here and you're supporting my channel. Thank you. Please participate, Debbie. You do, I know. Thank you. Laurie Erickson writes, congratulations on becoming a legal citizen. Thank you, Laurie. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Okay. All right. I'm reading more comments here. Thomas Billings is here. Thomas, welcome. Cassandra is here. Cassandra, welcome. Lynn is here. Lynn writes, audience is distracting. Yep, Lynn, I agree. Without audience is better, I think. Bluebird is here. Welcome, Bluebird. Okay. Hope is here. Hope writes no audience. Welcome, Hope. Texas Ninja is here. Thanks, Texas Ninja. The Baller is here. Thank you. Amir Afzar is here. Amir Afzar, welcome. I'm just welcoming everyone. I'm trying my best to give a welcome to everyone who's tuning in, who's participating in the chat window. Ideas Discussed says, Eric from Texas. Eric, welcome. It's good to see you, Eric. Debbie wrote, I just found you and subscribed. Thank you, Debbie, and thank you for writing that. To all my new friends here who did not subscribe yet, please subscribe to my channel and stay connected with me. I would really appreciate that. Okay. And as Richard just wrote, hit those likes, my friends. All it takes is just, you press on the like button. You hit that like. Please help me reach more people. Okay? Renee writes, subscribe. Thank you, Renee. Thank you so very much. So a viewer writes, New Jersey. You're from New Jersey. I can't pronounce your username, the one who just wrote New Jersey. So if you just want to write your first name, that would help me address you. Texas Ninja is writing about Colorado Venezuelans. I talked about that issue in the last live stream I did. I talked about the Venezuelan migrant gangs causing all kinds of problems in Colorado. I talked about it. You should, check out my previous video. Let's see. Bree Rom writes, Bree Rom, am I pronouncing it correctly? Is it Bry or Bree? Bree Rom. Oklahoma City watching you. Oklahoma City is an amazing place. Thank you, Bree Rom, for tuning in from Oklahoma City. All right. Okay, my friends. So I think most people who responded to my question in the live chat window expressed that they prefer no audience. Oh, Bree Rom writes, Brian is my name. Thank you so much, Brian. Please subscribe and stay connected with me. So I can see most people said that they don't want any audience. I think that's good. Let's just, if it's just Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, and the moderators, and, I'm sure there'll be folks from the studio, cameramen and all, other people from the network, technical experts, production people, they'll be there. But really, without audience is fine. Without audience is great, I think. It worked out well back in June, and I think it's going to work out well going forward. Yusuf writes, hello. Hello, Yusuf. Thank you for joining. Ideas discussed. Eric is writing, can we survey Trump or Harris with the chat group? Yeah, we can do that. I think, Eric, it was before you tuned in. I had asked people to write Trump 2024 if they support Trump. Obviously, as we are going forward in the live stream, there are more people who are tuning in. So yeah, if you are just tuning in, if you support Trump, write Trump 2024. If you support Harris, you can write that too. Okay. All right. So now let's talk about the topics for the debate, which is extremely important. We have to talk about what topics will be discussed during the debate, and I have some thoughts on that, and I'm going to share that with you in just a second. As I am streaming live, I'm also paying attention to my laptop where I can see all of your questions and comments. By the way, we are just 40 minutes into the live stream. Right now, at this very moment, there are 50 people who are watching this, and that number fluctuates every minute because people are tuning in and people are leaving, and and some people stay for the entire duration. But tonight, so far, more than 1,400 people have tuned in for this live stream so far. Okay, so thanks to all of everyone, 1,400 plus people who tuned in. All right. I don't know what the topics for the debate will be. I hope that there's a lot of emphasis on domestic issues. International issues are also very important, but we have a lot of domestic problems right now, and so I would hope that that most of the discussion will be on domestic issues. Not all the discussion. International issues are also important, but I would like to see an emphasis on domestic issues. Okay, someone asked me what I do, I think, right? You want to know more about me? I have posted my website address. It's pinned to the chat window. You can also check out my social media profile. I just posted my LinkedIn profile. I can also post my Twitter profile link here. Give me 1 second, and then I'm going to jump back into the discussion. So I posted my LinkedIn profile link, and here's my Twitter link. So you can go read more about me, read my history, check out whatever you want about my background and everything. Okay, you can do that. So let's talk about the topics. I want the economy to be the central topic for the debate. Kitchen table issues, things that hardworking Americans, things that consumers talk about and think about every day. I mean, the economy, inflation, that's a huge problem. Gas prices, mortgage rates, taxes, etc. And the American people want to know when the economy will be stable again. The middle class is suffering a lot, and low-income Americans are facing unprecedented challenges. And I have been publishing videos on my channel for a long time, for many months, okay? And if you go back and listen to my podcast episodes, the videos I published on this channel, I have a podcast. I record podcast episodes. I publish the audio versions. Those episodes are available in podcast directories, but then I also try to publish the video versions of my podcast episodes. And so those are available on my YouTube channel. And if you listen to my podcast episodes, you will see that I have talked about inflation. I've talked about gas price. I've talked about the real estate market right now, because so many young professionals and people in general are struggling because mortgage rates are high. The real estate market is crazy right now. Prices are high. So I've talked about all of these issues, okay? I can repeat if needed, but these are things I've talked about in great details. And so you can go back and watch those videos. But what I will tell you is that people want stability. There's a lot of uncertainty right now. People want stability in the economy. The middle class, as I said, is suffering a lot. And Americans, low-income Americans, are just, they are facing tremendous hardship. And I've talked about all of these issues, so I'm not going to go into the details again here unless you want me to. But I will emphasize that economic issues must be central. September 10th, when that debate takes place, economic issues must be discussed. Thomas just wrote eggs $5. Exactly. Eggs are like, the cheapest eggs I saw. The cheapest eggs. The other day I was buying eggs. I bought a dozen eggs The cheapest eggs I found here in Wisconsin at the store that I went to, I think it was $4.19 or maybe $4.10 for 12 eggs. Unbelievable. Okay? And if you want to buy like the jumbo eggs, it's even more. If you want to buy like organic stuff, oh my God, those prices are really high, okay? And so I want, on September 10th, when the Trump versus Harris debate takes place, I want economic issues to be the focus. And questions must be policy focused. Looking forward, forward looking. I want the moderators to press the candidates to talk about policy issues, policy solutions. What will each candidate do to fix the problems that we face today? Now, in the case of Kamala Harris, I'll tell you this. By the way, just give me a few more minutes and then I'm going to stop, pause for a little bit and read your comments. But I just want to finish the point that I'm making here. So please stay with me. In the case of Kamala Harris, we have to look at the last 3.5+ years, because Kamala Harris is likely going to say that she'll fight price gouging and that she'll create opportunities and that she'll lower the cost of healthcare, blah, 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 blah. Okay? She's going to talk about all of these stuff. And the question naturally is going to be, if you, Kamala Harris, plan to do all of this, if you plan to lower the cost of groceries, lower the cost of healthcare, create opportunities, so on and so forth, why did you not do these in the last 3.5+ years that you've been in office as the vice president? So anything that Kamala Harris says she's going to do this, she's going to do that, well, just ask her, hey, if you want to do all of these things, what were you doing the last 2.5 years? What were you doing? Why didn't you lower the price of groceries? You know what? Price of groceries was low when Trump was in office. Gas price was low when Trump was in office. We didn't have, energy crisis when Trump was in office. Things were great when Trump was in office. And when Biden-Harris administration came to power, everything went in the wrong direction. So the Biden-Harris administration and their policies and their economic, whatever actions, whatever steps they took, that created all the problems we face today. So whenever Kamala says she's going to lower the price of groceries, well, Kamala, the price of groceries went up with you being in office as the VP. When Kamala says she's going to lower the cost of healthcare, well, let me tell you, health insurance premiums are going up with Biden-Harris team in power. Okay? And so anytime Kamala Harris says she's going to do this, she's going to do that, the question should be, if you plan to do all of this, what were you doing the last 3.5 years? Why did prices go so high? Why is gas so expensive? Right? So whatever Kamala says she'll do, the question that must be asked is, why didn't you do it in the last few years? I'm going to pause for a little bit because you know what? I need to take a sip of my tea. Tea with cream. I always have amazing tea with cream. Now, when you have tea, I know there are lots of tea lovers here. Do you love tea with ginger and honey? Do you love tea with cream? Do you love just plain tea? No cream, no ginger and honey, nothing? Share with me those thoughts. Sometimes, as we do this live stream, we have to pause for a little bit. And sometimes we just have to, talk about lighter topics, talk about tea for a little bit. That guy writes, I'm an iced sweet tea guy. Breerom writes, milk tea is awesome. That's what I'm having. I have milk tea and I have like cream on top. Okay. I'm still here writes, I drink coffee with honey cream and cinnamon on top. That's awesome. Okay, let me read your comments. I know lots of comments came in. Um, so, all right, I gotta read this comment. Splice Central is continuously talking about Bangladesh. Okay, um, Splice Central is saying go back. My friends, let me ask you this. Splice Central is telling me to go back. I came to the United States as an immigrant. I came to the United States as a legal immigrant. I'm a naturalized US citizen. And Splice Central is telling me to go back. That's not kind, Splice Central. What do you mean go back? This is my country. I am an American. I'm a proud American citizen. What are you saying, go back? What do you mean go back? This is my home. Michael Brown just wrote, back to where? You're at home, brother. I am at home. Randy Savage writes, I'm happy you're here, brother. Another viewer wrote, we welcome you. Ryan616 wrote, you are welcome, brother. This is my home. Absolutely. I'm proud to be here. And you see all my friends here, a lot of my new friends who are saying, we welcome you. You're welcome, brother. I'm happy you're here, brother. This is America. This is United States. And I keep saying this all the time, that when I came to the United States as an immigrant, this country embraced me. This country gave me a warm welcome. This is my home. The United States is my home. I took the oath of allegiance to become an American. And so Splice Central, you're telling me go back? You're wrong. This is home for me. This is my home. I'm an American citizen. I'm not going anywhere, okay? Splice Central, answering your questions. All right. Eric writes, please ignore the trolls. Eric, great idea, but sometimes I see a comment and I just have to respond. I just have to respond. I can't like refrain myself, and I gotta respond. Okay. Let me read some more comments. Debbie writes, I was paying $1.68 a gallon when Trump was in office. Debbie, those were the good old days when Trump was in office and we paid less than $2 for gas. And now it's more than $3 here in Wisconsin. It actually reached $5. What year was it? I forget. But when Biden-Harris came to power, gas price in Wisconsin had crossed $5 per gallon. Okay. Randy Savage writes, one nation under God. That is correct, Randy. One nation under God. Proud to be an American. Okay. Let me see some more comments. More comments. Let me go back. I'm going to scroll back. Thomas writes, I'm in New York. Thomas, thank you for participating. Thanks for being here from New York. Let's see. I'm trying to read all the comments. I know I can't get to all the comments, but I'm trying my best here. Okay. It is so amazing to see such amazing response. Sergio writes, Splice Central loves Joe Biden. Okay. Let me see. Eric writes, I hardly get home meals. I have to spend around $25 minimum to eat each time. That is tough, Eric. I know that is tough. And it's just unbelievable how much prices went up. Yeah. No, I understand, Eric. Thanks for sharing that. It's a struggle in the Biden-Harris economy. A real struggle here. Okay. Jen Newman writes, I'm looking forward to the debate. Jen, I am looking forward to it as well. MRTJ6785 writes, we pledge allegiance to the flag. Absolutely we do. Absolutely we do. I love my American flag. Okay. Our flag represents us all. That is correct. One nation under God. One nation under God. Okay. My friends, write your questions. I'm going to do my best to try to respond. And please, as I keep saying, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that next time I do a live stream, you get the notifications. By the way, I'm not done here. I have more things to talk about, but please subscribe to stay connected with me, okay? All right. Trump has an advantage going into the debate. Trump has an advantage going into September 10th. What Trump can do during the debate is point to 2017. He can talk about 2017, he can talk about the year 2018 and the year 2019, and Trump can simply say, hey, look, when I was president, the economy was great. Exactly. You know, Debbie, I think, mentioned that gas was $1.68 a gallon. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And people have not forgotten that. Oki321 writes, hello from Oklahoma. Wonderful, Oki, welcome. Always wonderful to see viewers from Oklahoma. So, as I was saying, Trump, during the debate, he can just say, hey, look, go back to 2017, go back to 2018, go back to 2019, and think about the prices. Look how great the economy was. That's exactly what I'm going to bring back if I get elected again. Very simple message. Very simple message. All that Trump has to do is to say, let's go back to when I was in office. Do you miss those days? Do you like that economy? The economy of 2017, the economy of 2018, the economy of 2019. If you miss those days, if you miss those grocery prices, if you miss those gas prices, then vote for me, because that's what I'm going to bring back. And that's why Trump says, make America great once again, because he did make America great. And he wants to make it great once again by being elected president again. Jen writes, hi, I'm new. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on the election. Jen, you are in the perfect place. Jen, thank you for joining. I will talk about the election. I talk about social and political issues, domestic and international. My focus has been a lot on the election because of how important the election is. It's the most important election of our lifetime. So I think, you know, Trump and Harris, they will be debating. There won't be any studio audience, but there may not be audience in the room, but there will be audience all over the world. The Americans will be watching. The entire world will be watching. And so all that Trump has to say to the American people is, if you want that economy, if you want to go back to the economy of stable prices, of affordable energy, you know, an economy that was, you know, in which people could thrive, people could open new businesses, you know, existing businesses could expand and create more jobs. If you want to go back to those good old days, vote for me. Michael Brown just writes, the biggest audience in history. It is going to be the biggest audience in history. I believe that, Michael Brown. I do. The whole world will be watching. You know, our international allies will be watching. Our international, you know, our adversaries will be watching. The whole world is going to be watching this debate. Trump can make people think about the good old days. That's what Trump can do. Trump can make people think about 2017, 2018, 2019. And he can promise to the people that he is going to bring back those days when Americans could not only afford the basic necessities, but they could also afford to eat at restaurants. They could afford to go watch movies with a family. They could afford to go on vacation. Because the reality that we are in right now, many people cannot afford to spend a nice Friday or Saturday night with family at a restaurant. A lot of people cannot afford to have a meal at a nice restaurant because of inflation. Even if paychecks increase, even if the hourly wages go up, inflation is so high, inflation is so severe that any increase in salaries and wages cannot keep up with the rise in prices in the economy. So even after getting raises, people are suffering. They are struggling to make ends meet. They are struggling to keep up with the economy and all the expenses. Let me see some comments. I think. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to keep up with the comments, and I'm going to address the comments here soon. Okay. So all that Trump has to do is to remind people of how great the economy was. Right now, people, a lot of families, they don't go watch movies anymore because with the prices of everything going up, they may not have enough money for recreation, for going to watch movies and buying popcorn and soda. Vacation for many Americans is just out of reach. Many hardworking Americans, they are working hard, but they cannot afford to go on a nice vacation. They can't. And this is the reality of the Biden-Harris economy. So this is the reality right now with the Biden-Harris team in charge. So let's make America great once again so that people can afford groceries and gasoline, and that's why we need Trump. Now, I want to see strong emphasis on economic issues during the debate. And it's not just about short-term solutions. There must be questions about long-term stability. How are we as a country going to ensure that we continue to be the global leader? How can we strengthen the dollar? How can we have a strong currency? And how can the dollar continue to be the world's reserve currency? We have to talk about the dollar. As I said, most of the discussion must be on domestic issues, but we live in an interconnected world. So what happens around the world affects us at home, and what happens within our boundaries would also affect other countries. So we have to strengthen our relationship with our allies, and so there must be questions about that. Okay? And we have to make sure that the dollar continues to be the world's reserve currency. Let me see some comments here. I'm going to take a break here, read some comments. Just give me 1 second. Okay, a viewer writes, not watching movies has nothing to do with expense, just quality of product. No, I use that as an example, but what I really mean is, see, people have a budget, right? People have, a monthly budget for food. They have a monthly budget for, for buying gas. They have a monthly budget for, paying the rent and, doing the things, buying the things that they need for different services, for haircut, whatever it may be. And so there's a budget for recreation, the money set aside that you spend on, going to a theme park, going to watch movies, going someplace nice, going, whatever it is that you want to do. And what happens is when your grocery expenses rise, and when your mortgage payment increases, when rent goes up, when you're having to spend more money on gas, there is like the pot of money that you have for recreation, it just shrinks. It shrinks, and it may just vanish like that. A lot of people are actually drawing money from their savings to meet their everyday expenses. Okay, so their paycheck is not enough. Their expenses exceed, the amount of money they are bringing in. So that's the example that I used. Okay, so instead of Watching movies, you can just put whatever activity you want. But what I'm trying to say is, if your other expenses go up, like rent has gone up in many places in this country, and home repair, insurance premiums, everything's going up, and so people have less and less money for going out and having fun, having a nice time at the bar, going out to eat, going to a movie. That's really what I mean. Okay. Let's see. Let me see some more comments. By the way, it's been a great live stream so far. I do have more things to say, but please subscribe. Subscribe and stay connected. Okay? Please subscribe. If you have not hit the subscribe button yet, please do that. I see 29 likes already. I just see 30 likes right now. Somebody liked the video. Please, if you're watching this, I know 50 people are watching this at this moment. If you all hit the like button, I would appreciate that greatly. 31 likes. Wonderful. Please support this channel by liking this video. And also, let me just tell you how many viewers have tuned in so far. There are 57 people watching this right now, right at this moment. It was just 50 a few seconds ago. Now it's up to 57. But altogether, more than 2,600 people have tuned in tonight. I am 1 hour, 6 minutes into the live stream, and more than 2,600 people have already tuned in. I appreciate that so very much. Thank you. Thanks for all the support. MRTJ6785 writes, I have subscribed and thumbs up. Thank you so much. Ideas discussed. Eric writes, 65 watching now. That number keeps fluctuating, because the number of people watching this video, some people drop off and new people come in, so it fluctuates. Okay, let's see. Let me read some comments here. Okay, more comments. Eternal Embers writes, in the early 2000s, families could go to the movies for $1.50. Now it's so expensive. Movies are almost like planning a vacation, unaffordable. Yeah, movies are expensive. It's not just that you're buying the ticket, but you have to buy the popcorn and the soda and the chips and whatever, cookies, whatever you like, and it just adds up. It's a lot. And then if it's a family of 4, just multiply that, right? 4 movie tickets plus all the popcorn, all the soda, and then you just can't, most people, and I may be wrong, different people maybe do different things, but it's not just going to a movie. Usually, Friday night, Saturday night, you go to the movie with friends and family, and then afterwards, after the movie is done, perhaps you want to go have dinner someplace nice, right? Or maybe have dinner first and then go watch movie late night. So, when you add up all the expenses, getting to the movie theater, getting to the restaurant, the gas, and then the movie tickets, the restaurant meal, the popcorn, soda, dessert, when you add everything up, it's a significant money, right? All right. And, this is the reality. I keep saying this, so forgive me if you think I'm repeating it. But because we see these problems continue, we have to repeat because it's happening every day. And what I want to say is that this is the reality of the Biden-Harris administration. So if Kamala Harris says she wants to solve problems, well, Kamala and her buddy Joe got us into this situation. They got us into this situation. Angie, is it Angie Mitchell? Is it Angie? Angie, right? So Angie is writing, you're absolutely 100% correct. Modest households have zero recreational budget, necessities only, clear can barely pay rent, huge increase in food bank lines. That is so true, Angie. Angie, the point that you mentioned, I just want to talk about it. Okay, great point. Talk about food banks. Talk about food banks. The lines at food pantries and food banks, the lines are now longer. The lines are longer. There are many people who are going to the food pantry for food who never went to the food pantry before. You know, even people who have jobs, maybe they have 2 jobs or 3 jobs, whatever, people who are working, they are not unemployed. They are working, they are bringing in paycheck, they are trying to meet all their expenses, but they still fall short. But you know what? The kids can't go hungry. You have to feed your family. You have to feed the kids. You have to feed the senior citizens in the household. So, you know, seeing no other options, because a lot of hardworking Americans, they see that, you know, with their paychecks, they can't keep up with the expenses. So a lot of people are now being compelled to get food from the food pantry. It is really sad. It is really very sad. And, you know, we talk about, Angie just wrote, our rent increases 5% annually. You know, Angie, and you know, if it was just the rent that goes up, you know, that would be one thing. Obviously, rent going up is not, it's challenging, but it's not just rent. Everything's going up. I talked about grocery price. I talked about, we might have gotten disconnected. If I am back, write something in the chat window. We got disconnected, okay? Something happened with the internet connection. I was in the middle of saying, you know, whatever I was saying, but I'm back now. Can you hear me? Can you see me? If you can see me, just write, I see you, or I can see you. I'm back. If you can hear me, if you can see me, just write, I can see you. Okay. Thomas Billings is writing, I see you. Okay. All right. I am back. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I was in the middle of a conversation. I think I was talking about, food pantries. Yeah. A lot of American families now have to depend on food pantries for food. In spite of working hard, in spite of earning a paycheck, in spite of doing the best that they can to keep up with the rising expenses, people are falling behind and they have to rely on food banks, food pantries. Okay? So, yeah, I completely understand the struggle. Anything Goes writes, this man, a real patriotic American. He's super serious. Bro, you should run for Congress. Thank you. Thanks for that comment. I can tell you, I am not on the ballot this November. Okay. You're not going to see my name on the ballot this November. All right. So, that's all I can tell you for now. So, you know, as I was saying, domestic issues are important. I think that, you know, I kind of lost my train of thought because of the internet connection problem, but I'm back. So let's continue. Okay. So during the debate, I just want a lot of emphasis on domestic issues. But as I was saying, we live in an interconnected world. So what happens around the world affects us at home. What happens here at home affects other countries. And we have to strengthen our relationship with our international allies. So there must be questions about that as well. Questions about how can we have stronger relationship with our international allies. And I know that when international issues are discussed, there will be questions about the Middle East. Okay, the conflict in the Middle East, it's a huge issue. And so there will be questions about that, you know, makes sense. But let me tell you, we must also pay attention to the Indo-Pacific region. You know, you gotta look east. Look at South Asia. Look at Southeast Asia. Look at East Asia. Look at that part of the world. Strengthen U.S. presence in that region. Strengthen American presence in that region, in Asia. So I hope that the two candidates can also talk about that. Talk about South Asia, Southeast Asia, East Asia. Talk about that region, okay? And you know what? I've got an idea. All right. I've got an idea. I feel like, and I would love to do this. I would love to moderate a debate. I would love to moderate a Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris debate. I'm laughing, but I'm not joking. I would love to do it. I know it sounds crazy. Like, why would Kamala Harris and Donald Trump agree to a debate with me as the moderator? But I would love to do it. I'm saying it live. I'm in my senses, and I would love to do it. Okay, I think it would be great. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. I don't know what your thoughts are. Would you love to see me moderate a debate between Trump and Harris? Angie Mitchell writes, yes, 100%. That debate would be amazing. Thank you, Angie. Okay. MRTJ writes, Trump will agree. Kamala needs a script, though. Okay. Okay. Thomas Billings writes, yes, why not? Why not, right? Open invitation for Trump and Kamala Harris. Anytime, any day. You want to do a debate? I would love to moderate that debate. Okay? I would love to do it. I would be happy to moderate a presidential debate. We can do it here, live stream. It would be awesome. You know, if we do a Trump versus Harris presidential debate with me as the moderator, we do it live on YouTube, then you know what? The viewers can comment. The viewers can comment like you're commenting now. Okay? That would be great. And I'm saying this live. I would love to moderate a debate between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, a presidential debate. Let's do something unique. That would be unique. And I know people would say, hey, Tassif, you are a conservative. You are a Republican because we know you said that. You voted for Trump in 2016. You voted for Trump in 2020. You are a Trump supporter. How can you moderate a debate in a fair manner? How can you be fair and impartial? Trust me. Trust me. You got to trust me. I can moderate a presidential debate in a fair manner. Yes, I'm a Trump supporter. I'm a conservative. My thoughts and opinions are out there on this channel. People can go back and watch and hear what I said. But you know, if I get to moderate a presidential debate, I can be very fair and impartial. My background, for those who don't know, my background is in policy analysis. I have a Bachelor of Arts degree in political science from the University of Wisconsin-Madison, but I also have a Master of Public Affairs degree from the University of Wisconsin-Madison, same school. And I have worked in various organizations in nonpartisan roles. So I can keep my political views aside, and I'm confident that I can moderate a debate between Trump and Harris in a very objective, in a very fair manner. Okay? Okay. I can do it. So let me read some comments. John is writing, with you as the moderator, who the hell are you? That's a great question. You know what? Anytime someone asks me, who the hell are you, man? I like it. You know, I'm not offended. I am not annoyed because, you know, keeping aside the the word hell and the tone of the question, it is a question that I get to answer. So let me tell you who I am. I can go on, but I'm going to keep it brief. So I'm Tausif Anam, born and raised in Bangladesh, naturalized U.S. citizen, came to the U.S. legally, proud American. I live in Madison, Wisconsin, the city of Madison, which is the state capital in the wonderful state of Wisconsin. And I have a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, as I just mentioned. I have a Master of Public Affairs degree. I believe in exercising my First Amendment right to free speech. And part of my expression, part of me exercising my freedom of speech is me doing these live streams. But I not only do live streams, I have a podcast, which I mentioned. And then I also write. Did you know that? I write. I write letters to editors and op-eds, and my opinion pieces have appeared in many newspapers and publications across the United States. And can you guess how many, let's just say since 2019, since the year 2019, do you know how many of my writings have appeared in newspapers? Can you make a guess? I'm going to give you that number. And some of you already know this because I talked about it, I think, in a previous live stream. My letters to editors and op-eds have been published in USA Today, Chicago Tribune, Boston Globe, Wisconsin State Journal, Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, the Capital Times, the Western Journal, and more. Dodgeville Chronicle. There are other newspapers. Washington Times, Washington Examiner. So more than 100 of my writings have appeared in newspapers. Okay, and so what I'm going to do now is to give you a link. I'm going to give you a link to my website, to that particular page where there's a long list of my published opinions, and you can read that. So let me put it here. So not only do I speak, I also write. That's me in a nutshell. Okay. If you want to read more about me, I have, I can give you my, okay, I will give you another link. Okay. When you click on this link, you can read more about me. You can read more about me. Okay. That's my website. And you know what happened? So the school that I got my Master of Public Affairs degree from, it's the University of Wisconsin-Madison. But that department, that specific school within UW-Madison is called the La Follette School. Okay, I think we're back, right? Had this internet problem again. Going on. I'm back. So as I was saying, the school that I got my Master of Public Affairs degree from, they are celebrating their 40th anniversary. So the La Follette School of Public Affairs is celebrating its 40th anniversary. And what they are doing for the 40th anniversary year is highlighting alumni. Okay. And they have selected me as someone that they want to highlight. And so let me just give you a link here. It says, to celebrate La Follette School's 40th anniversary, they're highlighting alumni throughout 2024 who influence policymaking at the highest levels in government, nonprofit, and private sector organizations across the country and abroad. So they have chosen me to highlight, as somebody they want to highlight. And so I am posting that link here. Okay, you can read more about me, but only if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. And let me just pin that here. I just pinned it to that link to the top of the chat. By the way, thanks for your patience. I don't know why this internet connection is causing problem. I'm gonna go ahead with what I was saying. So, as I said, I'd love to moderate a presidential debate between Trump and Harris. Okay, so the person who asked me, "Who are you? Who the hell are you?" I tried to give you a brief answer. I hope that's okay. But if you want to know more about who the hell I am, then you can click on my website. Please do that. Okay, I would appreciate it. Okay, and it's really hard to offend me. I'm not very easily offended. So if you ask me who the hell are you, I'm not offended. I'll just answer that question. Okay. So my friends, also the border crisis must be discussed. It's one of the biggest issues that we are facing as a country. So I hope that during the debate, the moderators, during the ABC News debate, I hope that they will ask questions about the border crisis, and in particular, ask Kamala Harris what exactly she did as the border czar. Ask her that question. Like, Kamala Harris is the border czar, so what exactly has she done as the border czar? And then ask Trump what he is going to do if he's elected president. What steps will Trump take to secure the border? And also ask about deportation, because that has come up. Trump has talked about it, about deporting illegal aliens. The question to ask Trump will be, will a Trump administration actively work on deporting illegal immigrants? And if so, then what is that process going to look like? And so, to Kamala Harris, the debate moderators should ask about what has she exactly done as the border czar? And to Trump, they should ask, if you're elected president again, what are you going to do? How are you going to deport the illegal immigrants? What is that process going to look like? And what are you going to do to secure the border? I know Trump is going to secure the border. He's going to do his best to secure the border. I know that. It's one of his top priorities. But ask him about what steps he's going to take on day one, and let's say in the first 100 days, okay? We need to know that. And also, Kamala Harris has to answer what exactly has she done as the border czar. And then there's another good question for Kamala Harris. Ask Kamala about why the Democrats are so interested in giving illegal immigrants voting rights by giving them a pathway to citizenship. That's what the Democrats are trying to do. The Democrats are trying to give the illegal immigrants a pathway to U.S. citizenship. If you ask me my opinion, let me tell you, and I've said this before, I'll say it again. Illegal immigrants should not have a pathway to U.S. citizenship. Illegal immigrants should never have a pathway to U.S. citizenship. But the Democrats are trying to give the illegal immigrants a pathway to citizenship. That is wrong. That is wrong. The Democrats are trying to give illegal immigrants a pathway to citizenship. And you know what? Whoever is a citizen has the right to vote. And so what the Democrats are trying to do is to take these illegal immigrants and then turn them into American voters. But we should never allow that to happen. And that's why we need to elect Trump in 2024. But at the debate, the moderators should ask that question. Why are the Democrats so interested in giving illegal immigrants voting rights by giving them a pathway to U.S. citizenship? And ask Kamala Harris why the Democrats prioritize illegal immigrants over U.S. citizens. Why? Why are the Democrats prioritizing illegal immigrants while there are so many U.S. citizens who are homeless and in need of help? The Democrats are taking taxpayer resources and giving taxpayer-funded services to the illegal immigrants. Why? In 2022, Chuck Schumer said that he wants a pathway to citizenship for illegal immigrants. And just, not too long ago, Elizabeth Warren said that if Kamala wins, Kamala Harris is going to create a pathway to citizenship for the illegal immigrants. That is wrong. That should never happen. That should never happen. The illegal, and I'm going to repeat that. Illegal immigrants should never have a pathway to U.S. citizenship. I am a legal immigrant. I'm a legal immigrant. I followed American law and I came to the United States legally. I worked hard. I paid taxes. I followed the pathway to U.S. citizenship. I took the oath of allegiance. I became a U.S. citizen. And I oppose illegal immigration. And as a proud American citizen, I think illegal immigrants should never have a pathway to U.S. citizenship. So ask Kamala Harris why the Democrats are so eager to give a pathway to citizenship to illegal immigrants. And then, my friends, questions about Medicare and Social Security. Those are important. Ask Kamala Harris what's her plan to save Medicare and Social Security. And then ask the same question to Trump and just see what kind of answers you get. See what kind of answers you get. Medicare and Social Security, extremely important. I am in my 30s, my friend. I am in my 30s. And I wonder what Medicare and Social Security will look like when I get to my 60s. I want to know the long-term plan to keep Medicare and Social Security solvent. I want to hear from Trump. I want to hear from Harris their plans to keep Medicare and Social Security solvent. And also ask the candidates how they plan to strengthen our military. We need a strong military. It takes a lot of money to keep a military strong and properly equipped, but it also takes people. It's not just money, it's not just the equipment, it's also people. How can we enhance recruitment to ensure that our military is strong? Ask the candidates about rising crime. What steps will the candidates take to ensure public safety? Well, in the case of Kamala Harris, I mean, she has a terrible record as you know, when she was, she's a lawyer. So Kamala Harris, when she was the Attorney General, ask her to talk about her record as the Attorney General. Okay? And so, look at Kamala Harris's record and ask her, what she has done to combat crime and to make communities safe. I mean, somebody has to analyze her record. I'm going to pause for a second. I just took a sip of tea. My throat is dry. I mean, Kamala Harris was a district attorney of San Francisco. Go back and look at her record as the DA of San Francisco. Go back and look at her record when she was the AG in California. Does she have a record of being tough on crime? We need a president who's going to be tough on crime, who's going to be prosecuting. The president can prosecute, but we need a president who's going to be tough on crime. We need an administration that's going to go after the criminals to ensure public safety. And Kamala Harris, she was the district attorney. She was the attorney general in California. What kind of a record does she have? I mean, crime has risen since Joe Biden and Kamala Harris came to power. Crime has gone up. Crime has increased. And so, really, people will have to analyze Kamala Harris's record as the DA of San Francisco. Was she tough on crime? Did she go after? Did she, strongly prosecute the criminals? Because right now we're seeing a lot of district attorneys in different parts of the country, how they just let the criminals go. And that's a problem. So we need an administration, we need a president who is going to make it a priority to combat crime and to ensure public safety. Let me see some comments. Okay, somebody's disagreeing with me. That's okay. Pamela writes, sir, get the damn facts before you talk. I have gotten the facts, Pamela. Before I started talking, I did get the facts. I'm presenting facts. You can disagree with me. That's okay. We need Trump. Let me pause for a second here. Pamela, you live in California. We're in California. By the way, California is a beautiful state, but because of the Democrat politicians in charge, California is heading in the wrong direction. Pamela, so many companies leaving California and going to Texas. You know why? You know why? Because Texas is a much better state. California is beautiful, so is Texas, but Texas is a much better governed state. In California, the Democrat politicians are basically ruining the state. And Gavin Newsom, one of the worst governors in America, Gavin Newsom, Kathy Hochul of New York, Jared Polis of Colorado, these are some of the worst governors in America. And also J.B. Pritzker of Illinois. Okay, I just named probably like the 4 worst governors in America. Okay, who do you think is the worst governor in America? Write that in the chat window. Who do you think is who would you say, in your opinions, the worst governor in America? I think it's Kathy Hochul of New York, but Jared Polis, I think, and I mentioned this before, Jared Polis is trying to secure that title of being the worst governor, Jared Polis of Colorado. Eric writes, California governor worst. Gavin Newsom. American Muscle writes Gavin Newsom. And Kathy. Gavin Newsom. Lots of Gavin Newsom. Pamela, I see what you're writing. I think you spelled that wrong. By the way, Ron DeSantis is a great governor. He's a great governor. And see, as I was saying, California, absolutely beautiful state, but the government is ruining that state. The state legislators, the governor, and their policies, their actions, whatever steps they are taking, it's ruining the state. The economy of California is going in the wrong direction, and that's why so many companies are leaving California and moving to Texas. There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. So anyway, as I was saying, the candidates during the debate, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, must talk about rising crime and what they are going to do to combat crime. I know if Donald Trump is elected president, he is going to do the best that he can to ensure public safety. But with Biden-Harris administration in power for the last 3.5+ years, we have seen crime go up. Lots of crime and lawlessness and chaos in different parts of the country. Okay, so they are obviously not doing a good job. And yeah, somebody's gotta look at Kamala's record as the DA that she was in California. Somebody's gonna have to analyze Kamala's record and see what exactly she did. And was she tough on crime? I don't think she was. She was not tough on crime. She was not tough on crime. Let me read more comments here. By the way, my friends, if you have not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. Please subscribe to stay connected with me. I would appreciate that. 63 people watching this video right now. I'm sure more people will be joining. Chanda writes, Texans for Trump. I love that. I love that. Support for Trump is growing every single day. I'm going to read some comments here. Let's see. Eric writes, Texas thanks California for all your, and then dollar signs. Yeah. Businesses moving from California to Texas. That is amazing. Let's see. By the way, okay, let's do this. I really want to know what state you are tuning in from. Okay, whoever's watching this, I already know there are viewers from Texas and Oklahoma and other states. But where are you tuning in from? American Muscle Rights, Minnesota. Please write the state that you're tuning in from. Like, I'm gonna write Wisconsin because I'm broadcasting live from Wisconsin. Jay Walker is from California. Another viewer is from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Margarita is from California. And Simple Simi is from California. Sosa is from California. Ideas Discussed, who's Eric, is from Texas, West Texas. We love West Texas. We love Texas. And we also love West Texas. Okay, we love oil. We love oil. I love fossil fuels, by the way. I love fossil fuels. We need fossil fuels to ensure energy independence. Benali writes, Washington, Washington. If I pronounce your name wrong, I am sorry. Please forgive me, okay? Benali writes, Washington. And Debbie writes, Oklahoma. Ruru, is it Ruru Mad? I can't pronounce it. You're writing West Texas. That's awesome. American Muscle writes, yes, oil is liquid gold. We love oil. Okay. I can't pronounce that. Is it the first three letters are J-A-K? I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the name. It's from California. Dr. Isaacs is from Oklahoma. Wow, a lot of people from Oklahoma, California, and Texas. I love it. I love it. And Minnesota, American Muscle is from Minnesota. That's great too. I'm from Wisconsin. Okay. Who else? If you're watching, please, if you're tuning in, just write the name of the state that you're from. And if you are from outside the United States, write the name of the country, because during a previous live stream, we had viewers from Australia, South Africa, and England. Remember that. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, so Richard Tatership writes, battery died. I'm back. Okay. Well, yeah, I do long live streams. I mean, we are close. We just crossed the 1 hour, 45-minute mark. So this has been a long live stream, and, I will continue. I will continue for as long as I can. I charged my phone before starting the live stream, so I think my battery is doing okay. If it gives me a notification here showing me the battery is dying, then I'll let you know. But for now, I'm doing fine. So this debate is going to be a very important debate. As I said at the start of this live stream, the first debate between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. It's going to be exciting. There's a lot of cream in my tea, and my tea is cold now. I mean, I made this tea. It was hot 1 hour, 45 minutes ago when I started doing the live stream, and now it's not even lukewarm. It's just completely cold. But still, even if I drink it cold, the caffeine helps. The caffeine is good. Okay. I'm going to read your comments here. Dr. Isaacs writes, the debate will be great if she bothers to show up. Yeah. I don't think Kamala Harris is, excited about the debate. She's not, because you see, and I talked about this before. Kamala Harris is not doing a press conference. Why would she not do a press conference? Why would, I mean, it's been weeks since she became officially the nominee from the Democratic Party, the nominee for president. She should have, the very first thing she should have done is to do a press conference. Okay, so for quite a while, she neither did a press conference nor an interview. And then finally, she agreed to do an interview. And it was with Dana Bash. And, you know, an interview is different from a press conference, because if you're doing an interview, you're sitting down with one reporter, one journalist, and you're, you know, answering questions. And you know, and it was Dana Bash. But if you do a press conference, it's a room full of reporters from different news outlets, from different TV channels, from different newspapers, and you are getting questions. You're being asked questions from, you know, you're being asked questions on a wide variety of topics. So as the Democratic nominee for president, shouldn't she be doing a press conference and really like face the press and answer questions? And let me remind you, as I reminded the viewers during a previous live stream, she is not only the Democratic nominee for president, she's also an incumbent. She's the incumbent vice president. So she's an incumbent vice president. She's the Democratic nominee for president. And so absolutely she should be doing a press conference, but she has not done that yet. And so that tells you that she's trying to stay away from questions. She's trying to stay away from facing reporters. And so regarding this debate, I don't think she's excited. I think she's doing this debate just because she has to. She has to. How long can you run away from doing a debate? At some point, you have to do a debate, and that's exactly what this is. I think that's the only reason why Kamala Harris is doing this debate, because she has to. But, you know, the real fun would be when she does a press conference, okay? Okay? By the way, who's your favorite reporter? Like, let's talk about the White House briefings that take place. You know, there are reporters who ask Karine Jean-Pierre all kinds of questions. Who's your favorite reporter? I'd say my favorite is Peter Doocy. Okay, Peter Doocy of Fox News, my favorite. He asks brilliant questions. He's a very smart man. He asks great questions. And so I would actually like to see Peter Doocy ask Kamala Harris questions. And you know what would be nice? It would be nice if Kamala Harris sat down with Peter Doocy for an interview. So she did an interview with Dana Bash. How about Kamala Harris do a sit-down interview with Peter Doocy of Fox? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? Somebody just mentioned the name of Rush Limbaugh. I miss Rush Limbaugh. I miss Rush Limbaugh. I'm going to get emotional now. I miss Rush Limbaugh. I miss his voice. I miss the power in his voice. I miss hearing him on radio. What a brilliant individual, Rush Limbaugh. What a brilliant man. What a great loss for our country. I miss Rush Limbaugh. So many people, millions of people miss Rush Limbaugh. Okay. He's a legend. He's an icon. So yeah, I miss Rush Limbaugh. Do you miss Rush Limbaugh? If you miss Rush Limbaugh, if you miss hearing his voice, let me know in the chat window. I miss Rush Limbaugh, and I said that. So Angie writes, "Rest in peace, Rush," and then a heart. That is correct, Angie. We pray for Rush Limbaugh's departed soul. May he rest in peace. Dr. Isaacs writes, I miss him too. So, as I was saying, Peter Doocy, it would be great if Kamala Harris sits down with Peter Doocy for an interview. That would be an interview that I would love to watch. I would love to watch. Someone wrote most unique voice. Yeah, Rush Limbaugh has a unique voice. He's got power. You know, his voice had so much of power, so much of confidence. You know, patriotic voice. Yeah, I miss him. Okay. Let me see some comments. I'm going to read some comments now. By the way, if you have not subscribed yet, please, if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe and stay connected with me. I'm going to pause for a little bit and look at the live chat window. I see lots of comments coming in. I'm back. We had, I think it was the third internet disruption. I'm sorry. I'm back, my friends. We're getting very close to the 2-hour mark. I will continue until we reach the 2-hour time mark, and then depending on what kind of questions you ask, and if you have more things to say, I can continue, or we will bring it to a conclusion. But I'm continuing live streaming. So if we get disconnected, please stay, because I wait for the connection to come back, and it has come back. I'm here, and you're here too, my friends. We're at the 1-hour, 54-minute time mark. We'll get to 2 hours, hopefully, and then we'll continue beyond that as there may be more things. I'm back. I'm back again. Fourth disruption. Can you believe that? I mean, in this day and age, I'm doing a live stream. My internet connection is good. I pay a lot of money for the internet service that I have, and I have good cell service too. And I don't know why we just, the internet connection keeps going away. I guess that's the Biden-Harris economy. When Trump is back, I'm sure internet will be better. Okay, I'm back. Whenever there's disruption, it shows me a screen that says reconnecting, and I just wait for it to reconnect. So I'm here. Let me read some comments. Shane Richards is here, and then Todd Dunning is here. Angie Mitchell is here. Angie writes, I love Tucker Carlson's laugh. Todd Dunning writes, good to see you here, Tassif. You are a great American, making us great again. Thank you, Todd. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Okay. We're just 4 minutes, less than 4 minutes away from reaching the 2-hour time mark. So please stay with me, my friends. Okay. All right. By the way, Margarita Garcia writes, what is your profession? Margarita, you're asking me that question, right? So Margarita, let me do this. I'm gonna post my LinkedIn profile here, my link to my LinkedIn profile. You can check out my LinkedIn profile to read more about me. Yeah, and also, by the way, if you are on Twitter, please follow me, and I'll try to follow back. You can go to Twitter. If you go to Twitter and you follow me, please also write a comment someplace that you watched my live stream. That way I'll know when you connect with me on Twitter, and I'm saying this to all of you, anyone who's watching. If you connect with me on Twitter, please write a comment on one of my posts and just write that you found me on YouTube live stream. And you can connect with me on LinkedIn if you want to. And I also have a Facebook page. And the way you can find my Facebook page, obviously, you can look up my name, Tausif Anam, and you will see a page that has just over 5,000 subscribers. I forget whether it's 5,500 or 5,600, but it's over 5,000 subscribers. You can follow that page to stay connected with me. Angie Mitchell writes, I just subscribed. Thank you, Angie, for subscribing. I appreciate that. So yeah, you can send me a LinkedIn invite if you want to. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Facebook. I'm also on Truth Social, so you can find me on Truth Social as well. By the way, right now I am at 1,572 subscribers. Wouldn't it be nice if I could get to 1,600 tonight? Corina writes, I just subscribed to. Thank you, Corina. I just looked right now and I saw, oh, wow, I've got 1,572 subscribers. So I need 28 more subscribers to get to 1,600. So 28 more people. I know 45 people are watching this at this very moment. If 28 out of the 45 people would just hit subscribe, then I could get to 1,600. Okay. If you don't want to, that's okay. But if you would subscribe, that would be great. Thank you. Todd Dunning writes, just subscribe too. Glad I found this discussion. Thank you, Todd. Thank you. Bradley writes, who's that man behind you? There's no man behind me. There are pictures on the wall behind me. There's no man behind me. Dr. Isaacs writes, I just subscribed as well, and I'll connect with you on LinkedIn. Yeah. So once you connect with me on LinkedIn, I can respond to the connection request. I check LinkedIn every day, so please connect with me. And also, you know what? As I said, if you connect with me on Twitter, just let me know that you found me through Livestream. That'll help me know. Dr. Keva Alyen, am I pronouncing it correctly, writes, who are you? Well, that's the second time someone asked me, who are you today? I love that question. If you are watching this for the first time, if you just found me on YouTube, I don't expect you to know who I am. So I love that question. So Dr. Kiva, you can click on that link that I have pinned. There's a pinned comment from me, from Tausif Anam. It shows lafollette.wiz.edu and it just goes on. It's a long link. You can click on it. You can read more about me. And if you want to read my bio, there you go. I posted my website address. It feels like I post my website address a few times during each live stream because my live streams are usually long, anywhere from an hour to 2 hours and even beyond 2 hours. And so somebody may join late and then ask me a question like, who are you? And maybe I've already answered that question at the start of the live stream, but then I answer it again because there are new viewers who are coming in. So there you go. That's why I think it's a good idea to pin a website address in the chat box, which I just did, so you can look at it. So it's Aline. Okay, Dr. Kiva Aline. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. I apologize. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. A viewer writes, oh, I'll have to say a particular thing for you to subscribe. Now, I will say Trump 2024. That's what I'll say. I support Trump. Trump 2024. Okay. So I'm actually 25, subscribers away from 1,600. I don't know if I'll get to 1,600 tonight. That's okay. I appreciate it. Let me read some comments. Trump 2024. I'm getting more comments about Trump 2024. Eric has a funny comment. Eric, I read your comment. It's very funny. Eric, I like your humor. By the way, you know, I've said this before. I tell my conservative friends, no matter which state we live in, we all love Texas. I think all conservatives, freedom-loving Americans love Texas. Like, I'm in Wisconsin. I love Texas. I have friends in Illinois who love Texas. I have friends in New York who love Texas. And we all love Texas because Texas represents freedom, right? It's a big red state. We all love Texas. And so if you love Texas, let's show some respect to Texas. Let's write, I love Texas. Can we all write that? Let's make our Texas friends happy. Let's write, I love Texas. Can we all write that? If you want to, you can. Someone wrote Budapest, Hungary. Okay. I love Texas. I just wrote that. You can write it too. Let's show Texas some love and appreciation. Dr. Isaacs writes, I love Texas. I got my PhD there. Phil writes, Tyler, Texas. Angie writes, I love Texas. Oh, we love Texas. What an amazing state. So Eric from Texas, Eric, you're watching, right? Eric is happy. Eric writes, I love Texas. What about Florida and DeSantis? I'm going to write it. I love Florida too. I'll write, I love Florida. How about that? I love Texas. I love Florida. We love the red states. Texas is always special, though. Texas is special. Texas is really special. I'm not gonna compare the states, but like Texas has a special meaning, right? Francis writes, I love Texas. Corina writes, we love Texas. Margarita writes, I love El Paso, Texas. Joanne loves the blue states. Okay, Joanne. Phil writes, I'm living in Florida. Okay, I'm back. I think there was another disruption. I'm sorry. I don't know why this is happening. I have so many live streams, but tonight there's a little bit of disruption. I don't know why. Eric writes, Florida is Texas's cousin. That's awesome. We love both Florida and Texas. Margarita writes, Texas is very hot. Yes, Texas is very hot. All right, my friends, I gotta share something with you. Now, a lot of you have watched my videos previously. A lot of you have watched my videos previously, and then a lot of the viewers tonight are new viewers. And so what I want to do right now is to share with you my email address. If any of you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me at my email address. It is tosif@tosifanam.net. Please write that down if you want to save it. It's up to you. You don't have to. But if you want to send me an email, you can. Okay? Margarita writes, where did you send the link? Do you want the link again, Margarita? Do you want the what do you want the link for? Do you want my LinkedIn link? Do you want my Twitter, not Twitter, my X link? Or my Facebook link? What are you looking for? And I can post the link that you're looking for, Margarita. Just let me know. Yeah, like I have social media presence. So I'm on X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm on Truth Social. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn. And I have my website too. So I can give you my website address as well if that's what you're looking for. Margarita writes where? Any link, LinkedIn. Okay, Margarita, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to post my website link first. Okay, and I'm going to pin that. I'm going to pin that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Margarita, did you get my website link? You got it, right? Right, yes, if you got my website link. If you're able to click on it. Right, yes, just so I know. Because then I'm going to give you my LinkedIn link also. Angie writes, can you type your email? Okay, I will type my email. My email is very easy. My first name is Tausif. My last name is Anam. So my email address is tausif@tausifanam.net. I just put that again here. Can you see it? Okay. If you can see it, great. And now I'm going to post my LinkedIn link. Okay? I'm going to post my link for the LinkedIn account that I have. And feel free to email me. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Feel free to visit my website. And you know what? I also send out e-newsletters. It's usually twice a month that I send out, so you may get an email from me, every 15 days or so. Now, last month was very busy. I wasn't able to send out any email, but I just sent out an e-newsletter yesterday. Not yesterday, I think the day before. And so, if you want to receive my e-newsletter, you can just send me an email. That way I'll have your email address and I'll add you to my e-newsletter list. My e-newsletter has, it's basically an update from me. It will usually have links to my podcast episodes. It'll have information about my blog post. It'll have information about any opinion piece that I wrote that got published. If I have thoughts that I want to share with my friends, I usually write something up, a paragraph or two, or a small essay. It's basically an update from me, general update. It's free. All you have to do is send me an email and I'll add you, because I need your email address. So I'll add you to my e-newsletter list. Or what you can do is, if you go to my website, tausifanam.net, on the homepage, if you scroll down a little bit, you are going to see there's a box where you can type your email address and you can subscribe to get my free e-newsletter. Okay? So if you want to receive that, great. I send it out to hundreds of my friends and contacts. So there are hundreds and hundreds of people on that list. And so I'm happy to add more people. Okay? Now, I must apologize because a lot of questions are coming in that I missed responding to. Lots of comments that I couldn't address because of the volume of comments and questions. I appreciate all your comments and questions, but I'm not, sadly, because of the volume of comments and questions, I'm not able to respond to each and every comment. I'm not able to respond to each and every question. So I hope you understand that I'm not ignoring anyone. I am not ignoring anyone. And I am grateful. I am grateful that you all have joined the live stream. So thank you so much for that. If you have any question, feel free to email me. Did you get my email address? I'm gonna type it again. tausif@tausifanam.net. Okay, just so you have it. Because I know with the comments coming in, you kind of have to scroll back to find my email address, but I just typed it again. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second, my friends. All right. So we are past 2 hour 14 minutes. Um, it has been such a pleasure um, doing this live stream. This is probably my longest live stream that I've done. I think this is my longest live stream. Was there a question there that I missed? Let me just see. Somebody had a question for me. Was it Margarita? Margarita writes, you must be a writer. I am a writer, Margarita. I write opinion pieces, basically letters to editors and op-eds that have been published in many newspapers and publications in America. I also write blog posts, and I also have a novel manuscript. I've written a novel, unpublished. It has not been published yet. It has not been published yet. I have a manuscript. Someday I hope to get it published. Okay, getting a manuscript published is it takes a lot of time. Okay, we got disconnected and we got reconnected. So sadly, there have been some disruptions today with the internet. I don't know what's going on. What I'm going to do now, my friends, is end the live stream. It is 1:20 a.m. here in Wisconsin. I have to go to sleep, but I drank tea, so I don't know. I may be up for a little longer, but I have to go to sleep. I have important things I need to do in the morning, but I will be coming back for more live streams. So please, if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to stay connected with me, my friends. Please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Please do it. Please. And that way, when I start another live stream tomorrow or day after tomorrow, whenever that may be, you will get hopefully a notification. So thank you so very much. Please send me an email. Check out my website. Connect with me on LinkedIn. Check out my Facebook page. You'll find my Facebook page if you type my name, and you'll see a page with more than 5,000 subscribers. And then connect with me on X, formerly known as Twitter. You can also find me on Truth Social. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I wish I could just mention each and every one of your name and just thank you one by one. But there have been so many viewers today. It's just been amazing. I just want to say thanks to each and every one of you. And let me tell you once again, I am a conservative, I am a Republican, but I welcome, in the live chat window, I welcome Democrats, I welcome Republicans, I welcome independents, conservative, liberal, I welcome you all. And you can feel free to share your thoughts, ask your questions, and I do my best to respond. And as I said, I can't respond to each and every comment and question because of the volume, but I try my best. So, regardless, whatever your political views may be, you are always welcome to participate in the live chat window. Thank you so very much for your support. Subscribe, hit the like button, help me spread my message of freedom and peace. So thank you, my friends. I will be back again with more videos and more live stream. Thank you so very much, my friends. Have a wonderful night, and I'll be back soon. Thank you.